The Al-Shich HaKadosh speaks about the beginning of this week's Parsha, the Parsha Bikurim, the first fruits that a person brings to the Beis HaMikdash, and the Mishnah Maseches Bikurim makes such a big deal about how someone would come with a few grapes in a basket, and everyone would join him, and they would start dancing, and they would bring it. They would have an ox beautifully adorned with gold, and so it was unbelievable. And the Al-Shich says, "What's the big deal?" And the answer is, one of the greatest fundamentals of Judaism, perhaps the most important one, and the greatest challenge of all times, and especially this generation, and that is gratitude. Rashi says, "She'eincha kfui tova." The whole idea of Bikurim is to come and express, and admit, and acknowledge that we're not lacking gratitude. We're not ingrates. And this is the generation's challenge. Why is it? Why is it that it's so difficult to really be able to feel gratitude in this generation? And I think the answer is, Chazal say, it's a Midrash Rabbah in Koheles, Yesh lemone roitze mosayim. The more you have 100, you want 200. You have 200, you want more. We live in a world so much good. And the more good there is, the more people are sad, depressed, looking for escapes, whether it's drugs, whether it's other escapes, news, phone. How do we fix this? In fact, my wife was telling me from the Chidush Harim's Rebbe. The Chidush Harim's Rebbe was looking at a cup, was looking into the glass, I think it was a Kiddush cup, and he was towards the end of his life, and he was seeing, and he said, "I'm seeing the last generation before Mashiach comes." And he said he was being pained. He felt like the nails are going through in his flesh because the generation is going to be running after more and more wealth, more and more physicality. And they're going to take more jobs, another job just to be able to satisfy it. He saw it and he felt the pain. How do we fix it? So I'm going to share with you one story. Rabbi Cheskel Bramsky relates how he was once in a hotel. He stayed in a hotel, and through the thin wall, he was hearing the most delicious, the most pure nishmas kol chai. It was a Yid, there was a Jew that was singing the entire night, but just every word he was teaching, he was translating into Yiddish. Nishmas kol chai, every soul, and he was going through every single gift that Hashem the entire night. And Cheskel Bramsky was crying from it, and he couldn't wait till the morning to see who is this Jew. And then in the morning when he saw it was the Chafetz Chaim. And the Chafetz Chaim explained to him, yes, that every day before he goes to sleep, he enumerates all the gifts. And even deeper, the Chafetz Chaim said that he would accustom himself to say, "Thank you, Hashem, for giving me the strength to be able to be a yasam." He was orphaned when he was young. To be able to have the strength to deal with this problem. Not just thankful for this gift and that gift. That's, of course, Nishmas Kol Chai, the breath of life. But even the challenges, and that's the challenge of this generation, to be able every single day to take 5 minutes, maybe at night, 5 minutes in the middle, 2 minutes during the day, and say, start enumerating, God, thank you for this, thank you for being able to, giving me the power to deal with this challenge. And if we train ourselves, perhaps we'll be able to develop gratitude, and if we develop gratitude, we'll be able to live up to the joy that Hashem wants us to live with. As it says in the Teichecha, Tachas Hashem Avata, the real problem was serving Hashem without happiness. Have an amazing, happy Shabbos.